Trash, cigarette butts, broken blinds, and shards of glass. Not exactly what you want to see in your vacation rental.
It's exactly what happened to a Raleigh resident, Dave Branson.
Just the need to be deceptive and, just not owning up to what's going on is really frustrating.
5 on Your Side's Keely Arthur shows you how she got Branson's money back from VRBO and the out-of-the-ordinary reason for the damage.
What has this been like for your family?
Traumatic, completely traumatic.
It all started this past spring when water poured through Dave Branson's home. The plumbing disaster so severe, he, his wife, and 2 kids were displaced for months. And they started looking with their insurance company to find some temporary housing.
They're like, the fastest is you can probably go find something on Airbnb or VRBO.
Dave started doing some searching, doing the same amount of vetting most of us would do when booking a vacation rental. That's when he found this home, located at 3495 Mackinac Island Lane in Raleigh, paying $5,940 for a planned month-and-a-half stay. What made you choose this one?
It was available in the time frame that I needed. It accepted the pets that I needed. It looked like a decent spot from the photos online.
But in person, Dave immediately realized the home was not much like the listing. Cigarette butts and bag trash littered the garage. The smell of cigarette smoke filled the air. And worse, busted blinds plus shards of glass decorated the windowsill.
And it was at that point I was like, oh, this is a hard no.
Within 10 minutes of arriving, Dave turned around and messaged the VRBO host, not realizing that even compared to the chaos at home, this would be his biggest headache yet.
The homeowner just being so dismissive about the issues and like, oh, we'll get someone out there tomorrow that can, and I'm like, you can't take care of that in a day. And not to mention, like, why would you even have something in this state open for rent? That's
the $5,940 question we wanted to ask VRBO after Dave contacted 5 on Your Side. By that point, both the host working within the North Carolina and California-based rental property Quantum Suites and the platform VRBO refused to issue a refund, despite its book with confidence guarantee, which claims to protect guests when a listing is significantly misrepresented or needs major repairs. Even after we got involved, VRBO and Quantum Suites refused to issue a refund. That's despite many messages between 5 on Your Side, them, and Dave. Then Dave started doing some Googling and found almost a literal smoking gun. According to this police report, 3495 Mackinac Island Lane was the scene of a shooting in which 3 people were shot just 3 weeks before he booked. The immediate aftermath captured by WRAL's cameras. The shooting reportedly the result of a party at the property. Suddenly, that broken glass and cigarette butts made a whole lot more sense.
Like, clearly the window was broken from being shot.
I went back to VRBO, sent them our article detailing the crime, and pressed them. Why hadn't the platform honored its own guarantee, and why was this property still listed at all? In a statement, VRBO said, unfortunately, we weren't made aware of the incident at this property before Mr. Branson's stay. As soon as we found out about it, we investigated the situation and permanently removed the listing from our platform. And shortly thereafter, Dave got his refund, money he used to pay for a new, much cleaner rental.
If it weren't for the help that y'all provided, who knows how long it would have taken me to get it resolved, or if it would even be resolved at this point.
We reached out to Quantum Suites, and they told us they did not want to comment on this specific incident, but I put what they did say up on our website.
Keely, is there anything viewers can do to avoid this?
Yes, there are 5 things I want you to do before you book. First, reverse image search the listing to make sure that those photos are not coming from another site. Next, I want you to use Google Street View. You can use that to find the exact address because normally you don't get that until after you book. Once you have that address, you can find police reports or prior complaints. Now, if you can't get the address, because that can be hard, ask the host direct questions like when the photos were taken or if there's been a recent incident or damage. Be direct. effect. And remember, a lot of rental companies actually list on VRBO and Airbnb, not individuals. So vet that company. Look on the Better Business Bureau, Reddit, or the host rating. And finally, Ashley, we don't want this to happen, but if something does happen, document everything. That's what Dave Branson did, and it saved him, and that's why he got the refund back.
Such good advice and great useful tips here. Thanks, Keely.